Good afternoon, and once again we have returned to 1524LaVista Drive, Decatur, Georgia, United States of America. I'm on the second floor here with CME, Chemical Medical Education in particular, because we have integrated, bringing the periodic table, which has been implicit in many lectures. We have now made it a little bit more explicit, and we have described in other lectures or description, or we came upon or reinvented our periodic table by the magnetization property of our AMZ 5 cos 12 matrix and the abundance of oxygen in this particular case. That was how we primarily came up on it. Since then, we have used it more often. Yours truly, once again, Dolphy, Alexander Gilpin, and we are on now CME, in particular, infectious disease, Chlamydia. Though there's going to be a little bit of reverse or backwardness in this. We usually start off with the known description of the abnormality and proceed. But to avoid redundancy, we're at this time going to start off with the management of Chlamydia. Now, Chlamydia are potent inducer of pro-inflammatory cytokines such as IFN-Y, interleukin, IL-8, and IL-1. Chlamydia are sensitive to tetracyclines, macrolides, azolides, and neverfluoroquinolones. An antimicrobial effect is also seen with rifampin or rifampicin, clindamycin, and chloramphenicol. Chlamydia are resistant to aminoglycosides, vancomycin, and cephalosporins. Uncomplicated urogenital Chlamydia Trachomatis infections are widely treated with a single dose of azithromycin, but prompt treatment is aimed to prevent transmission and the development of immunopathology. But can also lead to arrested immunity. Now, chronic Chlamydia form seem very resistant to treatment. That is, the chronic Chlamydia form seem very resistant to treatment. As a result, even sometimes one-year courses of therapy does not bring about eradication. So combined antibiotics therapy are sometimes embarked upon. Combined therapy with doxycycline, rifampicin, and azithromycin. And here we have now the structure of the tetracycline, what we use here now to the antibiotics tetracycline we use to manage now this Chlamydia trachomatis, commonly called chlamydia. And its chemical formula C22H24N2O8. And with our periodic table, you see that it has these 4 common elements: carbon in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from 19, about group 14 and period 1, 2. We have oxygen, group 16 and period 2. We have hydrogen, group 1 and period 1. And we have nitrogen, 2 atoms of nitrogen 4 from 19, 18, and 14, and 2. So those are basically the 4 elements making up this tetracycline here, C22H24N2O8. And that's the structural formula, chemical formula for this tetracycline used to manage this Chlamydia trachomatis, Chlamydia, commonly called chlamydia. All right, let's just introduce and continue to hear. As I said, a sort of reverse effect. And in continuity here, we have the Chlamydia trachomatis, commonly known as Chlamydia, a bacterial phylum and class whose members are a group of obligate intracellular bacteria whose members are remarkably diverse, ranging from pathogens of humans and animals to unicellular protozoa, and they are ovoid in shape and stem gram-negative. And here we have in the corner a little freehand drawing of the bacteria. I hope it is visible and explicit in the video. And here the Chlamydia, which is more open. That's basic representation. And the Chlamydia trachomatis, as we said, it's commonly known as chlamydia, is a bacterium that can replicate only in human cells. It causes chlamydia, which can manifest as trachoma, lymphogranuloma, venerum, non-gonococcal urethritis, cervicitis, salpingitis, pelvic inflammatory disease, PID. That's the abbreviation for this presentation. And in addition to its venereal impact, chlamydia is also responsible for trachoma, the leading cause of preventable blindness worldwide. So, apart from the venereal impact, it's responsible for trachoma, which is the leading cause of preventable blindness. So notice that we are sort of taking on a random sort of pattern here. We have no set pattern in presenting these medical and chemical presentation. And in continuing with our randomness, we have here said that we would have come back to hydrocortisone. It's basically used as an over-the-counter. You could go over the counter and get this hydrocortisone in the topical form. This is this chemical structural makeup here. Double bonded oxygen there, hexagon shape there, hexagon there, hexagon there, and a pentagon there, OH, double bonded oxygen, CH3, HO, CH3 there. We apologize for not having a more explicit, more magnified version to show the structure here. We're not going back to this one, we're just on the hydrocortisone, as this was already done in a previous lecture. So, as we said now, it's an over-the-counter as well as prescription medication. Typically, it is used to treat skin conditions caused from insect bites, poison ivy, eczema, dermatitis, allergic rash, itching of the outer female genital, and anal itching. So it's when the vulva, the outside of the vagina there, the external of the genital there is itching. Hydrocortisone can be used to relieve the itching. Also, when you have anal itching, hydrocortisone is used. And all this is OTC. But notice that every OTC has its complication if used for too long and if it's used for too much. If too much is applied for too long a period, then you could have complication. That's for all over-the-counter medication in general. Now, it reduces swelling, itching, and redness that can occur in these conditions. It's a steroid and a mild corticosteroid, and it's not to be applied on the face unless directed by a doctor. Now, this hydrocortisone comes in tablet form. As I remember, I think it's you could get some 5 milligrams and 4 milligrams hydrocortisone tablets. But you'd have to go to that's another presentation. It comes in cream, a topical cream. It comes. It's also used, I believe, intramuscularly or by injection. But that's another presentation. C21, H30, O5. C21, H30, O5. The three chemical makeup here. Carbon, 21 atoms of carbon. As we look at the periodic table here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Subtract 5 from 18. We get about 13. Carbon, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Is it? And 14 group and second period. C21, H30, hydrogen, period 1 and group 1, 30 atoms of hydrogen and 5 atoms of oxygen here in group 16 and period 2, I believe, yeah. Yeah, phosphorus is 15, so that would be that. So see, these three elements predominantly make up the synthesis of hydrocortisone, and we said it's used in a 4 form. What about another form, what we call, we have cream and we have another form of liquid form there, but there's a name for it. I don't know if we have it in that form. Ointment, I would have to check on if it's in the ointment form, but I'm sure it's in the cream form and it's used topically, but it's not supposed to be used on the face unless directed by a doctor. And it's used to relieve itching, burning, and so on, redness, and so on. So that's hydrocortisone and the presentation of the infectious disease, Chlamydia, Trachomatis. So we'll take a break here once again, and some other time we will resume with our CME, integrating our newly formed reinvented friend, the periodic table.